Erik ten Hag is concerned about some of the players' mentality at Manchester United. And are we going to sign a new striker in the January transfer window? These are the topics we will be discussing on this evening's show. But before we jump into that, please do smash a like on the video and please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. So let's start out with this story coming from Rob Dawson, who of course reports for ESPN. He is reporting the following. Erik ten Hag is concerned about the attitude of some of his players, and Jadon Sancho's punishment is seen as a warning that there will be no room for those who do not pull in the same direction. Now, I said this to you guys before that I really do think that Jadon Sancho, how it's been handled, is the correct way for me personally. And I think that Erik ten Hag is doing everything that he should do at Manchester United to create a mentality for the future where the players don't have all the power. It's on the manager. The manager is the manager. If you at your job do not perform, then the manager will tell you that. And if you can't take criticism, then you're probably going to be let go of. And I think that the way that Erik ten Hag has handled Jadon Sancho, yes, some people think that it's wrong, but for me, I think it's the correct decision. And this story coming out from Rob Dawson is, of course, a little bit concerning. And it does make me think, who are these other individuals who Erik ten Hag and Rob Dawson are talking about in this article this afternoon? Who are these people that he's concerned about their attitude with? Please do let me know in the comment section who you think these players are that he's talking about, because this is something that Erik ten Hag needs to address. And I think that the way that the Jadon Sancho situation is panning out, I think it will set a precedent for the future. That these players, right, know that if they mess with the manager, that he will not take anything from them, okay? He said in his press conference a couple of days ago after the game, he said, players like Hannibal, players like Dan Gore, they didn't get game time because for no reason. They got game time because they deserve it, because they work hard in training, because they're on time, because they give 110% for the team. And that's why these people get these opportunities. And I think we need to completely get rid of this attitude at Manchester United where players think they're better than they are, where players think that no matter what they do, no matter how they perform, they can still get picked. That cannot happen, and it needs to be changed. And I think that Erik ten Hag has a massive decision here, and he has a big moment of his career over the next year to work out how he sorts out this situation, because after that game I saw against Crystal Palace on Saturday, I would start those same people, on Tuesday, I would start that same team against Crystal Palace on Sunday. On Saturday as well. I would start the same team. I think they all deserved it. They all worked incredibly hard. I think Harry Maguire deserves a start. Obviously, Martinez is injured. Varane, I would have Martinez and Varane as my two centre-backs for that game. I have no issue with that. Amrabat should be playing. You know, all of these people, Hannibal should be playing. Garnacho should be playing. Obviously, people are going to say, well, what about Bruno? What about Rashford? I mean, after what we saw on on Tuesday, it's a completely different approach to what we usually get from Rashford and Bruno, isn't it? I love Bruno, I love Rashford, but players should be rewarded on how much effort they put in, how well they perform, not just based on what their name is, on how much money they're being paid, or whether they're some superstar player or not. Because I think that's where we've gone wrong over the last 10 years since Sir Alex Ferguson left the club. We've focused so much on player power, on the strength of these super name players that can't be dropped and they're undroppable, and that needs to change. And I think that that's where this story's come from Rob Dawson this afternoon, you know, saying that he's concerned about the attitude of some of his players. And I get that. I think some of his players think they're better than they are. Some of those players think they're undroppable. And this, as he says, Jadon Sancho's punishment is seen as a warning that there will be no room for those who do not pull their weight. And I think that's exactly the right decision to do. It says, Erik ten Hag continues his war against what he believes is a decline in the level of professionalism at the club. He said he inherited a team without good culture. His messages with disciplinary measures don't mess with the manager. And I 110% back that. Like, you have to look up to your manager, regardless of whether you're playing as a professional footballer, whether you're working for, you know, in a shop or whatever it is you're doing in life. You have to look up to your manager and you have to respect them. And if you can't do that, you don't turn up on time, if you don't work hard, then there's no place for you at Manchester United for me. So Erik ten Hag has my full backing on this topic. Now, the next story is coming out this afternoon from, it's coming out from who? It's coming out from David Ornstein, who of course reports for The Athletic in the UK. And he is reporting that if Manchester United's forwards do not produce and they free up some funds in January through departures, they will look to enter the market for a striker. I think this is 100% the correct decision. Let me just add, there'll be people like Ivan Toney available. Probably Victor Osimhen's going to be available, obviously, after his falling out with Napoli, which I think is absolutely disgusting on how Napoli have been treating him. And I think Manchester United 110% need to go and get a striker. Obviously, we spoke about on the show earlier on today that apparently Barcelona are interested in signing Anthony Martial. Obviously, his contract expires at the end of this season, so we definitely need another striker to come in, whether it be in January or in the summer. We have a massive hole in that attacking line. Obviously, Rasmus Højlund's come in. I like Rasmus Højlund. He's 20 years of age. He's still a player to develop. someone like Ivan Toney, someone like Victor Osimhen, they're going to walk straight into that team for me, and they'll be adding so many goals. You know, obviously Harry Kane was the name last summer, but I definitely agree with David Ornstein here that Manchester United should be prioritising a striker. I want you guys to let me know in the comments section what striker you think Manchester United would go for. You know, are you going to look at somebody like Victor Osimhen? You can look at someone like Ivan Toney. Is there somebody else out there that you think would be good? I know quite a lot of people in this community like Gift Orban. He's an interesting name. Let me know what you think on that one. And also, please do let me know what you think about the mentality, about the culture at Manchester United. Do you think Erik ten Hag is doing the right things with the Jadon Sancho treatment to try and create this culture at Manchester United of positivity, of hard work, of respecting the manager, respecting the badge? Let me know what your thoughts are on both of those topics in the comments section below. This has been Daily Red Devil. I've been Kieran. Please do make sure to smash a like on the video, and please do subscribe to the channel on your way out. I'll catch you all later.